Hello people, I'm recording in the next day over my last few videos. This eye here, you can see it's not that good, something happened to it. I think the correct term is that it bloated. I think it's a bit bloated over the goddamn dog. Come here. Dog wanted to appear, so here she is. Look at the camera. Oh. She hates humans as much as I do. Alright, let's watch then this amazing video that's in the description. You can see my screen now. Let's watch this damn thing. Let's go.
A construction worker is working the graveyard shift at a warehouse when something very strange is caught on camera. This footage was posted by Alien97, who works security at a construction site where the following chilling incident had taken place. Alien says that ever since showing this video to the people who work there, employees have been on edge. They fear that they too will experience this terrifying encounter. In a very short video, Alien recounts the events that night.
So I work security at this construction site, right? We got all the trucks. We got these real things right here. There you go. One of these. These things are heavy. Just a little backstory. It was a construction worker that he needed help pushing one of these. He says a guy came up to him, another worker, and he says, "I got you. Just guide me and I'll push it for you." So I said, "Okay, cool." So he was guiding him. He kept telling him, "Back it up, back it up, back it up," and he was pushing it. When they were done, he went around the reel to tell him thank you, and he says that he was gone.
Now the scariest part about this story is that when the worker had one day gone up to the main office of the building, he noticed a particular memorial photo of the workers who used to work at the company. In this photo, he saw the man who had helped him push the reel. Eerily, the photo says he had passed away in 2015. The following is the video of what's believed to be the ghost of the ex-employee caught on camera. Eerily enough, the person who was helping the worker with the reel suddenly disappears. According to the worker, he had walked around to thank the man for helping him, but to his shock, he was no longer there. It's as though he seemingly vanished into thin air. Given the story provided by the security guard, could it be that this worker had encountered the spirit of a deceased ex-employee? Or might there be some logical explanation for this truly odd occurrence? As with most videos, this one has yet to be solved.
Stop.
Now the following video doesn't have much info, as the original source is unknown, but even without knowing its origin, the footage is no less scary. The story goes that a man who lives in a village near the Swiss Alps heard strange noises coming from the mountainous region. He decides to climb the mountain and find the source of these unusual sounds. When he gets to the top, he's immensely frightened by what he sees. This is the video he took.
Ne znam da li je moguće. Ne znam da ste vidni. Ili mislim možda što sam sam
shit.
Kao da mi se učinilo. Ne znam da ste vidjeli, molim vas zavratite. Ništa se ne vidi.
Is that someone? What the hell is that? Man, here.
Ništa ne vidim I dalje.
Here. Come here. closer. The hell's this? Come on, dude, get closer. Get a better look at them. The worst they could be. Oh boy. They're moving.
Čini mi se kao da je mrknulo malo.
Get closer. Come on, dude.
The man sees what appears to be two giant figures standing in the distance. Even more chilling is the fact that the figures seem to be moving ever so slightly, confirming that they weren't statues, but instead something else entirely. The man believes that these might have been angels or an entity of some sort, as he felt a sense of peace and believed that the figures meant no harm. Yet when looking at the video through an infrared lens, the figures don't appear to be fake or CGI'd. Whatever had been on top of this mountain seems to have actually been there. But, like always, you be the judge on whether or not something supernatural was captured. Just what exactly had been on top of this mountain?
Get closer. Why didn't he get closer if they weren't harmful?
On December 31st of 2022, 3 policemen were dispatched to a house after receiving a call from a neighbor who reported that loud, strange noises were coming from inside.
Policia.
The neighbor stated that they heard deep, guttural noises and piercing screeches that were unlike anything they'd ever heard. When the police arrived, they were deeply disturbed by what they found. Now, the video itself was taken by a paramedic who was immediately called to the scene. As it turns out, the police requested immediate medical care as they were unprepared to deal with the situation at hand. They had no idea that the house they were in once belonged to a family of cannibals who enjoyed butchering human flesh and making exotic dishes that consisted of human remains. This cannibalistic family has since passed away, but their house still remains in its shabby condition in a small town located in Greater Poland. On the night of New Year's Eve in 2022, a 20-year-old woman named Kamilka had been inside the house with a couple of friends. They were all playing with a Ouija board with the intent of conjuring the spirits of the cannibalistic family and the victims they consumed. This was a bad idea, as all of a sudden, Kamilka began acting erratically and extremely feral before barricading herself inside a room. Something had gone terribly wrong. According to her friends, Kamilka had seemingly become possessed. When the police came, they were left highly unnerved by what they saw. This is what was caught.
Jezu, jak to Oda tak warczy? Ja pierdzielę. No, totalnie.
Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 5000 zł, kurwa, pensji. Idź tam do...
Uważaj.
Kamilka! Kamila!
Ona jest nad nami u góry, od góry coś widzi. Nie? Drut ma jakiś.
Terrified by Kamilka's strange behavior, the police are unable to go inside and save her. So, as a final attempt to get her out, they head outside and place a ladder against the side of the room where she hides. This, however, did not go as expected.
Stop moving the lantern!
Tu jesteś, dzikustka. Chodź, misiu. Nie bardziej jak świnia, kurwa. Chodź. Chodź tu, kurwo.
1
stop moving the lantern! Focus!
Chodź tu, Kamilka.
Is her name Kamika or Kamala?
Cię widzę. No nie czołgaj się. Kamilka! Kamilka, dziecko cię woła. Kamilka! Wiktoria cię woła.
The police tell Kamilka that her daughter Victoria is with them as an attempt to lure her out of the room, but this didn't seem to work, given that she still stayed inside. Unfortunately, not much else is caught on camera as the video ends abruptly, but according to the paramedic who shot the video, Kamilka was eventually taken to the hospital. Strangely enough, it was upon arriving at the hospital that she started acting normal again. After being thoroughly examined by a psychiatrist, Kamilka showed no signs of any psychiatric disorders. Her blood was also checked for any intoxicating substances that could explain her strange behavior, but no traces of any drugs were found in her system. To this day, Kamilka's family nor her friends could explain what happened inside that house. All that is known is that her family wishes to never see their daughter ever like this again. Whether Kamilka was possessed or if she had a temporary psychosis remains a mystery.
Well, I don't have much to
previous
comment
video,
on
I
that.
talked
Oh,
about a family in India who's been
Indians are
documenting
back.
unusual events inside
Yes.
their home. The family has seen more than just
It's
a
the
couple of
smell.
things move on their own, but also
Oh, no,
other
my
small
house
incidents that seem to
possessed.
hint at something way bigger and perhaps dangerous. From their house being suddenly infested with hundreds of maggots, which appeared out of nowhere as they played holy music throughout the house, to occasionally hearing the pitter-patter of invisible footsteps late at night, the family can't help but think that a curse has been placed on their home. They believe that ever since letting go of the maid who took care of them, strange
No,
things have been
that's her?
happening. The
Why
maid,
did you let
according
her
to
go?
them, is responsible for the strange activity. Although having seen some crazy things, it's the most recent occurrence that's by far the strangest. It's late at night when the family is woken up by mysterious noises. This is what was caught.
देखो मैं भी हूँ
I need some
नहीं, तुम
water
बच्चों को करो। मैं तो वो
sustenance.
डरेगा No, Mama. You take care of Mommy. Daddy will come soon.
What's going on? Welcome, my friends. Why is a mayonnaise bottle? Why is everything thrown to the floor?
पूरा सामान गिरा
Don't
हुआ
litter, disgusting ghost.
है। Yeah.
Why did you litter? Didn't notice what? Didn't notice the was open while talking to my wife. Ah, whatever. Bicycle, bicycle, tricycle, tricycle. The hell is this?
इधर भी पूरा कवर गिरा हुआ है।
I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle.
Mysteriously, a mess has been made throughout the house. But most chilling of all is the video of how it all happened, which was captured by the security camera inside their living room. Take a look.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Ooh, let's see it happen. ghost is angry. You fired me, now I'm gonna litter this whole place up.
Naturally, the family was left unnerved, but they were left even more so by an incident that took place only a few days later. It's past midnight when this is captured.
Shit. Here we go again. Does this guy sleep with the camera in his hand and like he wakes up in the middle of the night? Oh no, time to record. I need to make content for YouTube so I can get money. And feed my family. Come on, just open the door. No need to be so dramatic. Dealio. Spooky, scary, skeletons and You locked it inside. Now there's no way to escape. The ghost. Ooh. What do you do for a living? What's your job? What's your work?
You just scared me.
Similar to a previous incident experienced by the family, the sound of small footsteps are heard running about without a trace. Now, given that the family has experienced this before, the family's not as scared or phased as when they first encountered this. It would be the following incident, however, that changes that.
Another one.
Only a few nights later, this was captured.
I wasn't able to scream here, and that's when I decided it's enough. Let's fight him! Take your weapons, let's fight the ghosts, end this once for all. Let's end this once for all. I'm just gonna throw it back into my desk here. My drawer. Why the sound effects? They're not necessary. Did the husband die? Why are you shaking? Stop with the noise! Stop with the noise! Stop shaking! Feet. What is happening? Come on, motherfucker!
The father is seemingly pushed by an unseen force. He quickly falls over while seeming a bit disoriented as he tries his best to figure out what just happened. It is only seconds later that he realizes that something had touched him. While the family continues to document these chilling occurrences, viewers continue to suggest that they move out of the house as soon as possible. The family does plan on doing that, but it won't be anytime soon, as they have to make certain arrangements before doing so. Unfortunately, for now, the family has to endure whatever strange occurrence is thrown at them. Just like before, there have yet to be more updates on the situation of this family. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out, and include
Go.
email.com. That being said, Marcos Garcia
Number
is the owner of a
2.
small car shop that is currently operated by just one mechanic. This mechanic is the only employee at this workshop, and it was just recently that he received a car from a customer who needed repairs on the vehicle. Ever since receiving this car though, strange things have been happening around the place. Both the business owner and the mechanic believe that there's something quite mysterious about this car. They don't know what it is, but they have a slight suspicion that it might be the reason as to why unexplainable things have been happening recently. This vehicle, according to them, scares them. Although feeling creeped out by the car's presence, they don't think much of it and carry on with their daily assignments. But then one day, a very peculiar incident is caught on camera. Marcos, the business owner, is watching over the shop through a security camera when he notices the mechanic acting very
Wow,
strange.
he's got a gamer.
The old man was moving in such a way that it
laptop.
made him feel very unsettled. But when the mechanic was asked as to what he was doing, he replied that he was talking to the client who had dropped off the creepy car. Marcos, though, found this very unusual. The video Marcos had seen tells a different story. This is what he saw.
Oye, este weón se volvió loco. Estoy revisando por la cámara del taller de mi teléfono, estoy en mi casa. Y este maestro está hablando solo. No cacho qué onda. La verdad que no cacho qué onda. No, está hablando solo.
What language is this?
Le voy a preguntar por cámara. ¿Qué está
Oh,
haciendo?
that's Spanish. Voy a preguntar por
pregunta.
cámara.
¿Sabes que consígueme el teléfono con la Tony, por favor? ¿Pero con quién habla, weón? ¿Aló? Oye, disculpa, pero ¿con quién estás hablando?
Con don Carlos, me está viendo, pasando el presupuesto y explicándole el tema del accidente que tuvo anoche en la carretera. Ese me está viendo el presupuesto, le estoy
Oye.
explicándole lo que le estoy diciendo.
Oye, cálmate. ¿Qué, don Carlos? Pero, oye, escúchame un poquito. ¿Tú me estás hablando del accidente de anoche?
Claro,
Juan, me estáis huellando, ¿cierto?
pero vos que con don Carlos aquí, pues. Le estoy explicándole todo.
Oye, ¿podéis subir? ¿Sabes qué? Oye, es que no estáis hablando con nadie, viejo.
No puede ser, pues yo tengo que ir al frente mío, pues, weón.
No estás hablando con nadie, Juan, y ayer los que chocaron murieron todos.
Yo te decía, desde que no caí.
Juan, no estás con nadie, sube y ven a ver las cámaras, tengo todo grabado.
No, pero que no sea así, pues, cabrón.
Sube, viejo, sube, vente al tiro. No estás con nadie, Juan.
Mira, no, párala. Es que te cayeron con el altavoz escuchándome esto, me está-
Viejo, no, tengo grabado, vente por favor, vente.
Confused and slightly unsettled by the old man's behavior, Marcos immediately calls him to ask what exactly is happening. To his shock, the mechanic replies that Carlos, the client who had dropped off the car days ago, was visiting him to discuss details about his car and a racing accident that occurred the night before. Marcos was chilled to his core. Hearing him mention the racing
Creepy.
accident from last night was beyond strange. As it turns out, Carlos, the
Groovy.
client, had passed away in a terrible street racing accident the night before. The mechanic had not been aware of this incident until recently. The question is, though, how exactly did he come to learn about this news? Could it be that the alleged spirit of Carlos had paid the mechanic a visit? Is the so-called haunted car responsible for this? Or is this simply a case of someone who's become slightly unhinged from doing too much work at the shop? Just like Marcos,
Who knows?
viewers believe
Who
that
will
something
ever
supernatural
know?
was caught on camera.
The world is crazy.
Michelle A. and her small family live in a suburban home in Long
This
Island,
place
New
looks
York.
nice.
Both she and her husband are happily raising 4 children while simultaneously
Island.
running a traveling petting zoo. Although
Look at
living a
those
busy
bunnies.
lifestyle, Michelle and her husband always make sure to prioritize the needs of their children. Given how much they care for their safety, they install a nanny cam inside their baby daughter's bedroom. One night, while looking over at the baby monitor, something downright spooky is caught on camera. Michelle says that her baby daughter typically sleeps through the night, and if she were to wake up, she would usually cry out for her mother. But on this night, something unexpected happens. Watch. Michelle says that her daughter appears to be pointing at something in the dark. What's even more odd is that her baby daughter was laughing and pointing at something for about an hour or so before going back to sleep. It's because of this clip that Michelle thinks that her daughter has encountered something paranormal. According to her, her daughter was seeing something that we couldn't. Whatever it was that her daughter was seeing, Michelle hopes that it was nothing serious or anything that should be a cause for concern. Who knows as to whether or not her daughter had actually seen something that night. But like always, let me know what you think.
Whoever know. Alright, the video's over. The original one is in the description. 29 minutes long video, wow. So, I hope you enjoyed this one. Bizarre Bub, I think he was always called Bizarre Bub, and I always called him Bizarre Hub. But well, Bizarre Bub, it's a really fun channel still. I think it lost that magic it had in the past of being really scary and such. Now that everything just seems to be a fake video. But still, there are still some fun cases. No, like a few ones in this very own video. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Until the next video, and see you then.